The European Dream, the International Authority for Ruhr, and the emergence of the European coal and steel community. The present essay seeks to emphasize the importance that the International Authority for Ruhr, along with the European coal and steel community, had in the maintenance of peace on the European continent, but also in shaping the ideal of European unity. After World War II, the world looked like an apocalyptic dystopia. Families torn apart, cities once bright and clean, now covered in blood, and the dread were the only reality. USSR's shadow was looming over the center of Europe, and re-establishing the economic cooperation between the European nations was an urgent matter. Notorious political figures such as Winston Churchill pointed out in 1940 that the road to peace will be paved in blood, tears, and sweat. Nevertheless, it was the only alternative the Europeans had to the rapid spread of communism. Churchill's speech about the tragedy of Europe accelerated the transition from disunion to unification. If the European family would not be reunited, the Dark Ages may still return. The future of the once great Germany had two possible perspectives: the reintegration and democratization of Germany, and the demilitarization and total control over German economy. Jean Monnet's plan aimed to modernize and reconstruct France. Its purpose was to prove France's economic dependency of the natural resources of the Ruhr, so that its ex-allies would have acknowledged at an international level the control France had over Ruhr. If the plan succeeded, France's industry would have prospered and Germany would not be humiliated. The Monnet plan was put in action by the Schuman Declaration, signed on the 9th of May 1950. 3 years after World War II ended in 1948, the United States of America, along with Great Britain, France, and Benelux, founded the International Authority for Ruhr as an unanimous agreement concerning the security control, the elaboration of an occupation plan, and the creation of a federalist constitution for West Germany. The International Authority for Ruhr was one of the institutions which were designed to assure the disarmament and demilitarization of Germany, to further recovery of the countries of Europe, including democratic Germany, and to promote the intricate association of their economic life, which in the last analysis alone can assure a peaceful and prosperous Europe. To make a division of the functions of the International Authority for Ruhr were the following: to make a division of coal and steel from the Ruhr as between German consumption and export, which ensures the adequate access to these products by countries cooperating in the common economic good, taking into account the essential needs of Germany. To examine transport price and trade practices, quotas, tariffs, and other governmental measures or commercial arrangements instituted or permitted by the German authorities, which affect the coke, coal, and steel of the Ruhr, and to decide on their modification or termination if they are considered to be artificial or discriminatory, and to see the safeguard and protection of foreign interests in coal, coke, and steel enterprises for the Ruhr. The downfall. The Germans had access to much less resources of the Ruhr than the other nations, and their council's representative had to be chosen by other states and had no right to vote. This caused the downfall of the authority. On the 18th of April 1951 at Paris, the European Coal and Steel Community was formed. Its members were Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Italy, the Netherlands, and Germany. The International Authority for Ruhr represented the grounds on which the European Coal and Steel Community was built. Robert Schumann's declaration to place the French and West German production of coal and steel under a single authority pacified relations between France and West Germany in particular, through gradual political integration, which would be achieved by creating common interests. Without the establishment of the International Authority for Ruhr, that later would have become the European Coal and Steel Community, the European ideal and peace wouldn't have existed today, and the European Union, the greatest symbol of cooperation, friendship, and respect between states, would have remained a distant dream. Thank you for your attention.